Hello students, today our topic of discussion is circular linked list. This is in continuation to my previous video on simple linked list. There we saw that how to add elements or how to connect elements in the form of a linked list. Now circular linked list is slight modification in that simple linked list where I am attaching the last node back to the first node. So here in this diagram you can see that in my list I am having 4 different elements A, B, C, D. But D in its address part, instead of containing null pointer, is further pointing back to the first part. So this is something a circular arrangement. So why do I need this circular arrangement? I need this circular arrangement because with this I am not saving any kind of null pointer anywhere. So every pointer is having a valid address. Any node can be starting point here. You can start your list from any node. And the most important application is its implementation of queue. So whenever I want to give implementation of queue data structure, it's always better to give it in the form of a circular queue. Because if I'm going to make use of arrays, for that it's going to waste my memory spaces. In fact, sometimes memory would be available, but I'll not be allowed to save anything on this if I'm implementing queue in an array. But if I want to avoid these kind of things, I'm going to implement queue in the form of a linked list where I never get short of memory. So I want to create a circular linked list. So if I want to create a circular linked list, we are going to do it in 3 different ways. First of all, here we are going to create the list. Then we are going to see that if an already created list, I want to add some element, maybe in the beginning or at a particular position, then how should we add it? So here you can see that we have a head pointer, or it's just like this beginning of the list, just to point that my list is starting from this point. I can make any node my head node. But let's say I'm considering that in this particular list 2 is my first node, so I'm specifying this head pointer with 2. So we just want to see that how we can write code for this. So before looking into further things, let's see into this that how I have written something to create the circular list. And let's see the execution part first so that we come to know that in which way we are proceeding. So it will become easy for us to understand the purpose. Now my program has been executed and I can see that it's a menu driven program where within the menu I'm getting 5 different options for creating the list, for making insertion at beginning or at some point, traversing the list and exiting out of the menu. So I need to enter some choice into this. Let's say first of all I want to create the list because I will not be able to make any insertion if my list is not existing. So I'm saying that I'm starting my list and my first node is containing 12. So it's again asking me that you want to add further nodes. I'm saying yes and I'm adding 13. Then I want to add one more node and I have added 14. So let's say that's enough. So we just want to see that what is my list. So if I want to see that what are the contents of my list, I'm selecting the 4th option, that is the traversal, and you can see that here I have got the list. So this is my linked list. So if I want to make additions in this list, let's say I want to add something in the beginning, it's further asking me that what is the value that you want to add. Let's say I'm saying 3, 4, 5 is my value that I want to add in the beginning. So what is my choice? That my choice is 2. It means I have further said that I want to add something into the beginning. Let's say add one more item. So item is 7, 8, 9. So again it's asking that now what do you want to do? I want to traverse the list. You can see that the 2 items which I have added, they have been added in the beginning of the list. Right? The item which I have added recently is in the beginning. So this is how we add something in the list. We can see that how to proceed for adding something at a particular position. Let's say I want to add 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. or let's say it's 4, 5, 6, 7. I want to add it. So I want to add it at 4th position. So let's see what will be the output. You can see that in 4th position my value has been added. So this is what we are trying to do. So we are going to understand the program according to this only. So I just want to close this and let's see the program, the way the program has been organized. So whatever I want to include as my header files, I'm going to include it. I'm including standard IO and library because we are making use of methods or functions written within them. And this is the structure of node which I want to create. We have already discussed this structure in my last video, so we know that how this is working. And these are the prototype of the methods that I want to write. Now you can see that it's a menu driven program, and here in these two printf statements I have created the menu. So this is my menu which I have created, and while one means I'll keep on asking my user, I'll keep on displaying this menu until and unless my user doesn't exit out of it. So I'm asking my user that what do you want to do, and according to the choice that he has given, I'm going to perform the operation. Either I'll be creating the list, or I'm going to make insertion in the beginning or at some position and traversing the list, and like that. So we just want to see that what are the code for creating the list, for insertions and traversals. So let's say I want to create the list. For creating this list, one method has been written, create, and you can see that how I am writing this method. I have already decided the structure for my node. Now what do I want to do? I want to allocate memory for that node. So the procedure is almost same as that of simple linked list, but the thing is now I am going to make this linked list a circular one. That's the only difference. So I have allocated some memory to my node with the help of malloc function. We have discussed the meaning of malloc function in our previous video, and whatever malloc is returning me, I am saving it as at x. So x is representing my first node. X is containing the address of my first node. So x I can say is my first node. So within the data part I am writing something by taking it from my user. Now I need to set the link part of this x. Now see what this x is. This x is my first node. So its link part, since it's a circular linked list, it should again point back to itself. So that's why it has been written that the link part of x, it's again pointing back to x. And just to have a separate reference for starting point of the linked list, we are taking one head pointer also. So this head, which is representing the first node only, which is having the address of the first node only, it simply indicates the beginning of the list. Now from this onwards we are not going to change the value of head unnecessarily. We are going to keep it for a reference for the starting point of my list. So further, now I am asking my user that what do you want to do. So most probably use means since user has pressed 1, so we are going to create the list. So further I have created another node and I have named this node as y. So y is containing the address of the second node. First node has already been created and it's x. Y is my second node. Now in second node, in data part I am writing something. Now look into the link part. Now second node, it is to be created after my first node. So what I am saying, that the link part of my first node, that is x, it's going to contain y, and link part of y, since it's a circular linked list, it's coming back to the starting point. And what is this point? It's represented by head. And this is how we are going to create a circular list. And now I am saying that x is equal to y. Now x has become the second node has become the x. So this is how I'll be running it within a loop, and this is how my different nodes will be created and they'll be attached in a circular manner. So this was the creation of the linked list. So the loop will keep on running until and unless user doesn't give any valid value for C for exiting out of it. Now after this we have insertion in the beginning. If I want to make insertion in the beginning, definitely the insertion will happen if and only if my list is existing. That's why this condition has been checked, that if head is equal to null, then list is not existing. Simply return out of it. Otherwise, since I don't want to make changes in the head pointer, I am representing head with x. So x is the starting point for my linked list. Y is the node which I have created, which I want to add in the beginning, and I am writing something in the data part of y. And until and unless the link part of x is not equal to head, we are simply incrementing the link pointer, because we want to add something in the beginning of the list. So now with this kind of traversal, we have reached with the beginning of the list. Now I want to add something over here. So how I am making changes? So this is the y, which is the newly created node. So x, link part of x, which is, look into this x is my starting point now. Now I want to attach the link part of starting point with my newly created node, which is y. And the link part of y is to be attached with the head pointer. So now I have adjusted this newly created node y in the beginning of the circular list. And since I have added something in the beginning of the list, now head pointer has also been changed. Earlier, which was x, now it will be y. So this is how I am going to add something in the beginning of the list. Now the next thing is that I want to add something at a particular position. Then what I'll have to do? I'll have to count that how many elements are there, and according to the position I'm going to move on. Let's say somebody says that count is equal to 3. According to that, I'm going to change the value of counter. So I have initialized this count with 1. Rest of the procedure is same. If head is equal to null, we are not going to move ahead. We have created a blank node. And we are checking that is my list empty. If head is equal to null, it means it's empty. So I cannot enter an element at this place. So because we don't have any positions. So once we have created the node and condition is true, I'm going to add something into the data part of the list. After that, I'm going to enter the position at which I want to add the things. So for that, first of all, I need to count the number of elements so that I come to know that the position that user is entering is not outside the linked list. So the simple while loop, it's simply counting the number of elements in the linked list. So within the loop, increment the count pointer and move on to next element. So this is what count is. So we have counted the number of elements within the list, and we are checking the value that user has entered for the position, is it greater than count? If it is greater than count, it means you are giving something which is out of the bounds of the linked list. But if it is less than count, then what we are doing, we are moving towards that position. So see, less than position, we are incrementing the link part of this link part of the nodes to get onto the position. So we are starting the value of c from 1 and we are incrementing the link part until and unless we don't reach to that position. So after this while loop, we have reached to the position POS. Now I'm going to make additions. So that's the simple part. We just need to make links. So what I am doing, y is my newly created node and I am attaching the link part of this y with the x, and z, which was saving the address of the previous node. Look into this while loop. Z was used to save the address of the previous node. Means before incrementing the link pointer, we were saving the x address in some variable z. So somehow z is representing the previous node of the node present at a particular position. So link part of that previous node, I am attaching it with the new node. So new node has been added, my new node y has been added in between z and x. So we have added something at a particular position in the linked list also. Now after that, this is a simple traversing procedure. I want to see that how to print the total list, or we just want to see that what are the elements present in this list. So just start from the beginning, x is equal to head, until and unless I don't come back to my head pointer, just keep on printing the values and increment the link pointer. So that's it. This is how we are going to traverse it. Now you can see that everything is almost same, but the only thing is that while making the for loop, we are not making use of the null condition. We are checking for this condition that if link part of x is not equal to head. So here we are not looking for the null condition. So this was the simple program for creating and making insertions in the circular linked list. So all these methods have been specified here also. So that was the complete program which we have seen, right? So okay, thanks, goodbye.